Hello everybody, I am back with another video. Now, if any of you guys have been watching my videos for a decent amount of time now, it should come as no surprise that I'm an absolute Poke fanatic. Grew up playing the games, and to this day, I still play them, and I'm looking forward to Pokemon Black and White 2 coming here in the fall. Now, today I just wanted to show you guys my Pokemon game collection in its entirety, but I want to preface before going into any detail that there are several games from the Pokemon franchise of games that are missing from my collection. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum, to name two of my very favorites, that I simply don't own anymore, unfortunately. I do plan on getting these games back in the collection at some point, but you will not be seeing those games in this video, so please don't have a cow if you don't see some of your favorite Pokemon games. I may just not own them anymore, but if there are some hidden gems and some spin-offs from the series that you do want to recommend me, please by all means definitely leave a comment letting me know some of your favorite Pokemon games so that I can give those a look as well. But it all started in the Christmas of 1998. I still remember it like it was just yesterday. You know, the Pokemon series of games started as Pokemon, right here I have them, Red, Blue, and Green in Japan, and these games came out in 1996. Well, we in the United States and North America got these games in 1998. I believe it was September that we got Red, Blue, and then Yellow came shortly after. Well, my sister and I, that year was also the year of the Game Boy Color. So in November, the Game Boy Color was released in North America. I got the teal blue Game Boy Color. My sister got the strawberry pink, I believe was, or maybe it was strawberry kiwi pink. I'm not really sure. She got that Game Boy Color. She got hers with Pokemon Blue, and I got my teal Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red. It was an unforgettable Christmas. I will never forget it, and that was the time that I fell in love with the Pokemon games. Now, several games thereafter, only added on to my love for the series. But for nostalgic reasons, I think Pokemon Red will forever and always be my favorite Pokemon game. Just that 8-bit music on the Game Boy, it just gets me every time. Every time I boot up my Game Boy or I'm watching some type of gameplay video, I can't get enough of it, and it just invokes this just sense of nostalgia in me that just gets me going, almost gives me chills just thinking about it, and just really kind of almost brings all of those memories back. When I'd be on the playground with my friends, and we'd be sitting there playing Pokemon, like there was no tomorrow. We were so obsessed with the game, and just, then the rumors started going around about that secret where you could get, like, the infinite number of rare candies, and then, we were trying to do that, and, beat the Elite Four was kind of like a race to who could beat the Elite Four. It was kind of unheard of. If you were able to do it, man, you were just like the king of the playground. It was just so great back then, and I loved it. And, all those memories are still tied to the games. But, of course, there are many games that followed those three, and that's why the franchise of games is still going today, because obviously the Pokemon Company is making tremendous amount of money off of these games. But we have Pokemon Pinball, which is actually a really decent game. They actually made another Pokemon Pinball game, I believe, in the Game Boy Advance, based off of the Ruby and Sapphire versions of the game. And I also would like to say that I don't have Ruby and Sapphire, but that generation of Pokemon is also one of my favorites. Really, really love the starter Pokemon in that game, Mudkip being one of my personal favorite Pokemon of all time. But Gold and Silver here, absolutely fantastic, and I was thrilled when they made a remake for the DS. Also love the starter Pokemon in those games, as Totodile is actually one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, with Charmander being number 1, Totodile being number 2, and Pikachu is actually number 3. I know nothing too special, but those are my 3 favorite Pokemon. We have Leaf Green, which is also, in conjunction with Fire Red. These were remakes of the original games right here, with nice color graphics, and just was a really nice reimagining of those original games. Really, really was happy to play these games when they came out on the Game Boy Advance. And of course, we have a slew of DS games that came out, with the Pokemon games. Many of which I've played, some of which I haven't. You have Pokemon Trozy, Pokemon Conquest recently came out that I haven't had a chance to pick up, but I do want to. very soon. You have all of the mystery dungeon games. There are plenty of those. I only have one of those, but I also want to quickly say something about these games. These are actually really, really fun. I thought it was going to be really gimmicky and not fun at all, but these are like almost traditional, a bird's eye view dungeon crawler, where you basically go into these dungeons searching for Pokemon, and it is a very, very simplistic battle system where you don't even stop to go into battle. Pokemon are just scattered around the dungeon, and you literally just like press the A button, and your Pokemon, like, it's almost comical to see how just simple the animations are, but they basically just, back and forth, they just hit each other, and your HP decreases as a result of that. So it's really simplistic, but it's a collectathon and just absolute grind fest, and it's really fun to just be in this Pokemon universe where you are actually the Pokemon and not a trainer, and you go around kind of rescuing and saving and building these relationships with other Pokemon. And what was really interesting is then the beginning of the game asks you a bunch of questions based on your morality, beliefs, and just general social questions, how you would react among friends if in a given social situation. And based on those answers, they give you a Pokemon that you're going to control for the rest of the game. And what was just blew me away was that the Pokemon that they chose for me was Charmander, my favorite Pokemon. I didn't plan it. I didn't go online and search how I would have gotten that. It just happened, which was pretty interesting. But you also get a companion to go along with you throughout the game that you get to choose. And I chose Totodile, so it was just so fitting and so awesome. But I've gone on long enough. The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are really interesting dungeon crawlers. So definitely don't overlook this series. The games are very inexpensive these days, and there's plenty to choose from. So definitely give those games a look. Of course, we have the Diamond and Pearl games that came out near the DS's launch. I have Diamond. I also have Platinum. I've played through Platinum. I've put over 100 hours into it. It's ridiculous the number of Pokemon I've caught, but I don't have a complete Pokedex yet. These games are great as well, with Platinum being the superior game, I think. So if you haven't gotten any of the Diamond Pearl games, go for Platinum, because it's a more complete game, I believe. And then Pokemon Black actually tried to introduce an actual story, which was kind of unique, and also had like these 3D environments that you could actually kind of see around the towns, which was pretty cool. It was a welcome addition, I think, and you also have 3v3 Pokemon battles in this game as an available feature as well, which I thought was pretty cool. As far as the addition of new Pokemon, I think the creators of Pokemon are running running out of ideas. They're really just kind of like taking random inanimate objects and just throwing and strapping on a Pokemon name to it. It's kind of almost ridiculous, but for the number of generation of Pokemon, you can't really blame them. It's hard to come up with new ideas, I'm sure. But this was still a really good game. Unfortunately, I haven't beat it yet. I'm at the Elite Four, but I still have a bit of grinding to do if I actually want to have a chance of completing it. But finally, guys, before I wrap this video up, I did want to show you one more quick thing here. Something I got for my birthday ages ago. And this was a Game Boy traveling case. And if you see here, you have Ho-Oh and Lugia on the front cover there from Gold and Silver. So this is actually proved to be pretty nice. I still have it to this day, and I always use it to carry all my games. And of course, you see the little catchphrase there, gotta catch them all. So one final thing here, we have the Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Strategy Guide, which these two things were actually sent to me by Stormcloud Reigns. That package unboxing video is somewhere in my inventory of videos. You can check that out. But guys, that's it. I just wanted to go ahead and share some memories of the Pokemon series and just show my entirety of the collection to you guys, because I definitely hold, I have a lot of great memories playing these games, and this was kind of got me started into turn-based RPGs, even though I didn't even know it at the time. So, really interesting stuff. So, if you guys have any specific or fun memories of playing the Pokemon games, be sure to let me know. And definitely, if you see a game missing here that you think I should play, be sure to let me know. I'd be interested. Of course, I love the Pokemon games, so I'd be welcome to recommendations. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos very soon.